Hello and welcome back to Dublin7 Game Shows. I'm your host Dublin7 and today we are doing Jeopardy. In this game show, our contestants will be given clues and they have to give a question answering that clue. Depending on how many points the clue is worth, that's how many points the contestants get. And they are all trying to win the coveted Dublin7 Game Show trophy. So, how about we meet the contestants? Joining me today are the lovely Fantocat, Flitzo, and Jeopardy. So, how are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Very
yeah.
good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Fantocat, how about you introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Fanto. I make very silly videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, where I'm basically on everything. So if you're interested in seeing that.
Brilliant. Flitzo, how about you introduce yourself?
I'm Flizzo. I make stuff on TikTok. I like making videos.
Brilliant. And Jeopardy, how about you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jeopardy. I'm on TikTok. I do a lot of live streaming, and sometimes I make videos that usually go nowhere. So yeah, that's fun.
Brilliant. Well, are you guys ready to start the first round of Jeopardy?
Yes, I love Jeopardy.
Brilliant. So, the categories for the first round are as follows. We have colours, video game characters, the military, trivia, war in literature, and world geography. So let's prepare the board. And now let's fill the board. Brilliant. So, Flitzo, you get to choose the first category and the first point amount.
I will do video game characters for $100.
Video game characters for 100 points. The first clue is, this famed galactic bounty hunter made her first appearance on the Famicom in 1986, and her nemesis is now in the newest Super Smash Bros. Anyone can buzz in. And that is your time up, unfortunately.
I know the name.
So,
I have no idea
the
what
correct
that
answer
is.
is, who is Samus Aran?
Oh.
So, Flitzo, you can choose the next category.
I knew that.
I will do world geography for 100.
World Geography for 100. Your clue is, in Gaelic, the name of this Irish capital city is Baal Atha Cliath. Flitzo.
What is Cork?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Fanto.
I don't know how the buzzer works, so I was just kind of spamming it. Dublin.
Me neither.
That is correct. For the future rounds, you will have to answer it as a
I have
question.
that one.
But we will give you
Oh,
it for
what
this.
is Dublin? Oh,
There we
thank
go.
you. Thank you.
But we will give you it for this round. So, congratulations on 100 points, Fanto. You get to choose the next category.
Video game characters.
Video game
I
characters.
feel like that one's gonna go very quickly.
300.
300. So, video game characters for 300 points. Your clue is, Rare's signature buddy duo. They made their first appearance collecting puzzle pieces on the Nintendo 64.
Who is
Fox.
Banjo-Kazooie?
That is correct. Congratulations on 300 points. So you get to choose the next category.
Let's just go the military for 300.
The military for 300. So your clue is British soldiers do this with their palms out rather than down. Jeopardy.
What is salute?
That is correct. Congratulations on 300 points. You get to choose the next category.
You know what? Let's go just trivia for 300.
Trivia for 300. Your clue is, in 1983, Americans used over 1.25 million gallons of this beach product. Jeopardy.
What is sunscreen?
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeopardy. So you get to choose the next category.
Okay, let's make it interesting to go colors for 300.
Colors for 300. This dark blue was named for the color of a British uniform. Jeopardy.
What is navy?
That is correct. So you get to choose the next category.
Yeah, let's do war and literature for 300.
War and literature for 300. So your clue is, focusing on German mental and physical fatigue during World War I, the original title translates to Nothing New in the West.
Okay.
Jeopardy.
Well, this is wrong, but what is Mein Kampf?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. And that is unfortunately your time up. The correct answer was, what is All Quiet on the Western Front?
Oh,
So,
dang, I didn't know that
Jeopardy,
one.
you get to choose the next category.
Well, let's go ahead and just finish out 300 with world geography.
World Geography for 300. So your clue is, the world's second largest country in area. Flitzo.
What is Canada?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo. You get to choose the next category.
World Geography for 400.
World Geography for 400. And you just got the daily double. Congratulations, Flitzo. So your points currently stand at 300 points. Now, you can either wager all 300 points or you can wager 500 points. And anywhere between that amount. So how much?
I will wager 300.
300. So let's find out what your clue is. After it roars over the falls, the Niagara River flows into this great lake. So Flitzo, this is for 300 points.
What is Lake Ontario?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo, on 300 points. So, Flitzo, you get to choose the next category.
I'll do World Geography for 200.
World Geography for 200. So, your clue is, fueled by oil deposits in Maracaibo, this country's economy is the richest in South America. Jeopardy.
What is Venezuela?
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeopardy. You get to choose the next category.
Let's go world geography for 500. Just
World
finish it out.
Geography for 500. We're finishing off the category. So your clue is, the island of Mindanao has been described as a Muslim outpost in this mostly Catholic country. Jeopardy.
I don't know. What is Italy?
That is unfortunately incorrect. So the other two
try
contestants have a
something.
chance to buzz in.
Buzzer dropped.
Don't do that.
And that is unfortunately time up. You weren't able to pick up the buzzer quick enough, Panto. So, the correct answer was, what is the Philippines?
I wouldn't have got it anyway.
My partner is
J-Fox,
going to be so mad at me for not knowing that.
You can choose the next category.
Let's go ahead and go the military for 500.
The military for 500. Your clue is, it said the reason there weren't more World War II kamikazes was the shortage of these. Flitzo.
What are pilots?
That is unfortunately incorrect. So the other two contestants have a chance to buzz in. J-Fox.
What is planes?
That is correct. Congratulations, J-Fox. You just got 500 more points.
Whee!
So you get to choose the next category.
Let's go ahead military for 400.
Military for 400. So your clue is, it's reported that a US military officer carrying the football is always with this man. J-Fox.
What is the president?
That is correct. Congratulations, J-Fox. So, you get to choose the next category.
Might as well military 200.
Military for 200. Your clue is, Churchill said about them, never was so much owed by so many to so few. Fanto.
I didn't have an answer prepared. I was just spamming the buzzer so I could get one. Let's see.
And unfortunately, you didn't answer with enough time. So, the other two have a chance to buzz in. J-Fox.
I'm just going to say, what is the U.S. military?
That is
I
unfortunately
have no clue.
incorrect. Flitzo, do you know the answer?
What is money?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer was, what is the Royal Air Force?
Oh.
So, J-Fox, you get to choose. What is the next category?
Let's just finish it out with the military 100.
Military 100 to finish off the category. Your clue is, though the US says this country spent $360 billion on its military in 1983, they say it was only $23 billion. J-Fox.
What is the USSR?
That is correct. Congratulations, J-Fox. So, what is the next category?
Let's do trivia for 500.
Trivia for 500. So, your clue is, it falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon after March 21st. Flitzo.
What is Easter?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo.
Feel
It's
like
a
we all need
very
one.
it's a very fitting day to get that question. Anyway, Flitzo, which category would you like next?
I will do colors for 200.
Colors for 200. So, your clue is a well-intentioned untruth. J-Fox.
What is white or a white lie?
That is correct. So, J-Fox, you can choose the next category.
Why don't we go ahead and trivia for 400?
Trivia for 400. Your clue is magical California park that Khrushchev couldn't visit in a 1959 US trip. Flitzo.
What is Disneyland?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo. And that is the end of the round. So, I can reveal that the points currently stand at Fanto with 100 points, Flitzo with 1,500 points, and J-Fox with 2,600 points. So, congratulations, J Fox. Now, how are you guys feeling?
I think
Lucky.
I'm winning. Yeah. I think I've got this. Yeah.
It's a lot closer than the last Jeopardy we did.
Ye-
Now,
Much closer.
how about we go straight into the double Jeopardy round? How does that sound? Brilliant. So, let's prepare the board. And let's fill the board. So, Flitzo, you get to choose the first category. What would you like to go for?
I will do world's leaders for 200.
World leaders for 200. So, your clue is, he led from 1799 to 1814, took an unwanted vacation, returned, and then was gone for good in 1815. J Fox.
What is Napoleon?
That is correct. Congratulations. So, J Fox, what category would you like next?
Let's go with quotable recent movies for 600.
Quotable recent movies for 600. So, your clue is 2016. My philosophy is if you worry, you suffer twice. Flitzo.
What is Deadpool?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. And that is unfortunately time up. The correct answer was, what is Fantastic Beasts and where to find them?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Close enough.
So, J Fox, you get to choose the next category.
I dropped this. This is just so potpourri for 600.
Potpourri for 600. So, your clue is, from the Latin for put in place of, it's the kind of teacher who may get a hard time from your class. J Fox.
What is substitute?
That is correct. Congratulations, J Fox. So, what category would you like next?
We're going potpourri for 800.
Potpourri for 800. So, your clue is 14-letter word for cooperation between two partners leading to smoother political sailing. Flitzo.
What is campaigning?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. And unfortunately, that is time up. The correct answer was, what is bipartisanship? So, J Fox, you get to choose the next category.
Interesting. Let's do potpourri for 1,000.
Potpourri for 1,000. So, your clue is, in World War I, the women who had this job were known as Hello Girls. J Fox.
What is
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in.
I was wrong.
Fanto.
Nurse.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Flitzo, do you know the answer?
You've got to get this one, Flitzo.
What are...
And that is unfortunately time up. The correct answer was, what are telephone operators?
That makes sense.
So, J Fox, you get to choose the next category.
I'm just going to go for ballet for 1,000.
Ballet for 1,000. So, jumping in at the deep end, your clue is, of the 5 basic positions of the feet, the one in which the back of the heels are the closest together. J-Fox.
I'm just gonna say on point. I don't know anything about ballet.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Flitzo.
What is standing?
That is unfortunately incorrect. Fanto, do you know the answer?
I know.
What is tiptoeing? I'm not sure. Wait, that's
That
the,
is
oh, that's
unfortunately
the heels.
incorrect. The correct answer was, what is first position? So, J-Fox, you get to choose the next category.
Well, I'm not choosing ballet again. How about world leaders for 1,000?
World leaders for 1,000. Your clue is, second in command in this tiny country is the Secretary of State, Cardinal Pietro Parolin. Flitzo.
What is the Pope?
That is unfortunately incorrect.
Since when is the Pope a country?
Fanto.
What is the Vatican?
That is correct. Congratulations, Fanto. Now you get to choose the next category.
Quotable recent movies, 400.
Quotable recent movies for 400. Your clue is 2018. I don't know what way. Why would they change math? Math is math. No, sorry, I don't know that way. Why would they change math? Math is math. Flitzo.
What is The Incredibles 2?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo. So you get to choose the next category.
Last name's the same for 200.
Last name's the same for 200. So, your clue is Jaleel, Betty, Varna. Anyone can buzz in.
I thought I did.
J-Fox.
What is white?
That is correct. Congratulations, J-Fox. Which category would you like to go for next?
Let's go ahead. Last name's the same for 1,000.
Last name's the same for 1,000. Your clue is James Earl, Tommy Lee, Ricky Lee. J-Fox.
What is Jones?
That is correct. Congratulations, J-Fox. So, you get to choose the next category.
I'm gonna go with last name's the same for 800.
Last name's the same for 800. Your clue is Bo, Shirley, Samuel L. J-Fox.
What is Jackson?
That is correct. Congratulations. So, what category next?
Last name's the same for 600.
Last name's the same, 600. Your clue is Kate, Keeley, Will. Flitzo.
What is Smith?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo. You get to choose the next category.
Quotable recent movies for 800.
Quotable recent movies for 800. Your clue is 2018. Sometimes we think we have to do it all on our own, but we don't. J-Fox.
What is Marvel Avengers? I don't know.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Fanto.
Let's go. What is Avengers Infinity War?
That is unfortunately incorrect. Flitzo, do you know the answer?
What is the Lego Movie 2?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answer was, what is Creed 2? So, Flitzo, you get to choose the next category.
It's a movie.
World leaders for 400.
World leaders for 400. Your clue is, he transformed his country into the first communist state in the Western Hemisphere. Flitzo.
What is Rasputin?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Jeopardy.
What is Fidel Castro?
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeopardy. You get to choose the next category.
We might as well go last name's the same for 400.
Last name's the same for 400. Finishing off the category, Dick Roy Petulia. Flitzo.
What is Dastardly?
Oh.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Jeopardy.
What is Durban?
That is unfortunately incorrect. Fanto, do you know the answer?
It's kind of like, who do I know?
Is Tracy? I was just thinking.
That is
Hey.
unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer was, what is Clark? So Jeopardy, no. Yes, Jeopardy, you get to choose. What category are we going to do next?
Let's do world leaders for 800.
World leaders for 800. I am currently in the process of dying, so give me a moment to get back. Oh, right. Let me just hold on to this podium for stability. Ooh, right. Okay, so your clue is, in 2003, it all came crashing down around him, including his statue on April 9. Flitzo.
What is Hong Kong?
That is unfortunately incorrect. Jeopardy.
What is Saddam Hussein?
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeopardy. You get to choose the next category.
We'll do world leaders for 600.
World leaders for 600. Finishing off the category, your clue is, in August 2009, former President Clinton helped win the release of 2 journalists after meeting with this Korean leader. Oh, North Korean leader. Fanto. And I can't hear you. You seem to be muted.
What is Kim Jong Un? I think
That
the
is
name wrong.
unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Flitzo.
What is Kim Jong Il?
That is correct. Congratulations, Flitzo.
Yeah, it's a good buzz.
So, you get to choose the next category.
What is quotable recent movies for 1000?
So, quotable recent movies for 1000. Your clue is 2019. While others search for what they can take, a true king searches for what he can give. Jeopardy.
What is the Lion King?
That is correct. Congratulations, Jeopardy. You get to choose the next category.
Let's go potpourri for 400.
Potpourri for 400. Your clue is a first name for girls. It's also a burger without the bun. Flitzo.
What is meat?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The other two have a chance to buzz in. Jeopardy.
What is Allegra?
That is unfortunately incorrect. Fanto. And that is the end of the round. So, the current points stand at 1,100 points for Fanto Cat, 2,100 points, 3,100 points for Flitzo, and 7,600 points for Jeopardy. Let's find out what the final Jeopardy category will be. So, the final Jeopardy category will be Wars. And now it's time to find out what the final Jeopardy clue is. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
No.
So, the final Jeopardy category is Wars. So let's find out what the clue will be. You get 30 seconds to answer this. Nevada with several hundred ghost towns, was admitted to the Union on Halloween in 1864 during this war? So you've got 30 seconds on
I'm
the
supposed
clock.
to write.
Yep, write
Uh-oh.
write it out on your keyboard.
Oh.
So your time is up. So let's reveal what you've all put. Fanto, you put
Nothing.
nothing. Okay.
Yeah. I thought I
Blitzo,
could win, you know.
you put
Civil War.
the Civil War. And Jeopardy, you put
Civil War.
Civil War.
I just spelled it
So-
wrong.
Let's reveal how much you all wagered. Fanto, you wagered
1,100 points.
1,100 points. So all your points.
Maybe I should have saved myself this
Blitzo.
one, you know.
You wagered 2,500 points. And Jeopardy, you wagered 500 points. So, I can reveal that the correct answer is, what is the American Civil War? So congratulations, Flitzo and Jeopardy, on winning the
Points.
final Jeopardy round. So Flitzo, you get 2,500 points, and Jeopardy, you get 500 points. So Fanto currently has 0 points. Null point. Flitzo has 5,600 points. And Jeopardy is in the lead with 8,100 points. Congratulations, Jeopardy, on winning the coveted Dublin 7 Game Show trophy.
Yay!
Oh. How do you
Am I
feel?
supposed to come get it?
Yep, come get it. Come get the
I
Dublin
think-
7 Game Show trophy. How do you feel?
I love it. I won.
Brilliant.
Take that,
brilliant.
Navarre.
So unfortunately, that is all we have time for tonight. But I would like to say a thank you to everyone at home for watching and subscribing to Dublin 7 Game Shows. I'd like to say a big thank you to the contestants for being here and playing the game. But I would like to say the biggest thank you to the people in the back. That's Minnie controlling the cameras. That's Shiggy controlling the game show. That is Olive controlling the game show. And that is Funnel controlling the game show. And so many more people. I couldn't do it without them. But unfortunately, that is a goodbye from me. Goodbye.